What's going on, YouTube? So today I want to talk about the state of virtual reality. So yesterday at GDC, Sony unveiled their project for virtual reality. It's not coming out anytime soon. It's going to be a couple years before it actually comes out to the public. And there's also a virtual reality headset for the PC, which is called the Oculus Rift, and that's been pretty popular lately. They just unveiled their Model 2 developer kit, and still it's not completely open to the public. It's not a consumer edition yet. But I just kind of want to talk about the future of it, and there's rumors about Microsoft is in development with their own version of it. So we're just gonna have to wait to see more news on the Microsoft one. But me personally, I really don't see this taking off. I do want to note that I have not tried it out yet, and I just kind of see it more, it's a cool technology. I mean, I'd use it for a couple games, I'd say, but after that I think I'd kind of get bored. That's just my opinion, but I was just on Twitter and they did say that Ubisoft has said that they need to sell a couple million VR headsets before they even consider making games that support it, and that's one point that shows that since it's not mandatory with these consoles like how the Kinect was for the Xbox, people are gonna have to go out and buy them. So some people might have them, some people might not, and it's gonna create the same problem it did with previous generations, whether or not to pick up the Kinect. And since there's such a low install base, these developers aren't gonna want to put the extra money into developing the game to work for that console's VR headset. And game costs to development for all these games are really high lately, and to put even more money in there, and another thing that will cost them even more money by developing it for it to work is there's no common API. So if you want to develop a PC VR headset, you have to go through Oculus Rift, their API. Sony has their own API, and if Microsoft ever comes up with theirs, they probably will have their own API. So they're going to have to spend more money developing on, say, Sony has a low install base, but Microsoft has a huge install base. They have to work with the different APIs, determining on the install base and such. And then also with PlayStation, since it did not come with a camera, you're gonna have to go out there and buy the camera too. So it's gonna be a lot more cost, and I don't know if people are willing to spend that much more money out there. The camera is $70, I think they raised it, and the price of this, Sony did say it's gonna be pretty reasonable, but I cannot see it being lower than $200. So it's probably gonna be $300 to probably $500 range, and that's the price of a console nowadays. So I don't know if people are willing to pay up that money. And another thing about the problem about your headset is what happens is you have two different images in the headset, and there'll be flashing different ones in that, and then the brain will actually combine them two pictures together to form a 3D virtual reality image. And in order for that to happen, the console or the PC has to work twice as hard, because it has to make two different images instead of just one onto your TV. So with all these next-gen graphics that everybody's been wanting and such, it's not going to happen with virtual reality. Everybody's saying how 1080p has to be 1080p, 60 FPS. This will not happen with virtual reality. You always have to have a high frame rate, since you're always turning your head, looking at different things. If you have like a 20, 30 frame rate per second, it's going to look really bad. You're going to get headaches all the time and such. So it has to be at least 60. And in order for that, some games might have to be turned down to a lower resolution for this to work. So my opinion is that the games that it would produce would look similar to previous generation Xbox 360, PS3 graphics, with the higher frame rate when you had the virtual reality headset on it. you're probably gonna be looking at 720p at the highest and 60 FPS as a standard for these virtual reality headsets. So that's just some of the points I came up with about the state of it. I think it'll be cool. The pricing needs to be right, and if they can get it, all the games running native 1080p 60 FPS on that headset, I think it would be cool. And you just have to work out the ways that it has a benefit of using these versus the TV in gaming and stuff. I just have to see it out myself. And if you guys already used it, or if you have your own opinions about the virtual reality headsets, make sure you leave them in the comment system below. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like button, because it really helps with my channel, and you'll be updated with the latest videos I post. And I'll see you next time in my next video.